Hey, what's up, ladies and gentlemen? Thank you guys so much for joining me as we go ahead and take a look into Pretty Little Liars. This is season number one, episode number four, called Can You Hear Me Now? So, when I read the title to this next episode, something gives me like a vibe that maybe the girls isn't really buying into whatever A is saying, and maybe A has to prove him or herself to the girls and does something that's pretty out there, and then he's gonna like possibly rub it in their face and say, Can you hear me now? Kind of vibe. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. That's just what I'm picking up based off I see on the title here. I could be way completely wrong, but of course we got to go ahead and watch this episode to see what it's all about, ladies and gentlemen. Anyways, as we know, so far on the show, these girls, they're continuing to get these weird text messages from this person that is writing them called A, and we all were led to believe that this could possibly be Allison messing with the girls. But we had the funeral, and that pretty much confirmed that Allison is no longer here with us. So, damn it, who is messing with these girls? Who is bothering them? I still want to find out, ladies and gentlemen. And hopefully, if you guys are tuned in here with me, you guys want to find out as well. Anyways, if you are a fan of Pretty Little Liars and what we do here in Geeked Out Nation, feel free to leave the like, comment, subscribe, and check us out on our Patreon, of course, if you guys want some early and unedited episodes. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, this is Pretty Little Liars, and here we go. Maybe Sean did something. Maybe Sean did something, because we know he kind of looked like he was into Allison a little bit. Maybe? We'll see.
How bad did your mom bust you over wrecking Sean's car? Okay, I did not wreck it. I damaged it. And
That's still
actually,
bad.
everyone's being really mature about it. Oh. There's no oh. We're just being grown up.
I spy with my little eye something that begins with F.
Hey, Mr. Fitz.
Man, how did you hear that? Way over there. Way over there. You telling me you heard them?
There are teachers that you don't want to see on a bike.
It's okay. I'm fine. Okay.
You kind of did him dirty, though, Emily. I feel like she did Ben a little dirty. She could have let him off like a little bit nicer than how she did.
We are officially approved. Now listen.
How random was that? That was super random.
Make bling for Spencer. Okay, see you later.
I don't feel bad. You should have never did that. Should have never did it, Spencer. Oh my goodness. What are the odds?
Oh, please, no. Not here. Oh, please, oh, please, oh, please.
And Mike is going to be out too, so I guess your dad and I will have the place to ourselves.
I guess so.
Isn't that your dad's car?
Damn, all this for dad? Jeez. We gotta dress like this? It's just dad. If this is him.
Dad.
Okay.
I didn't say that.
Yeah, I think that's exactly what you said. You said I am a child and I should mind my own business.
Oh,
To be
I
fair, you
guarantee
are.
You that's not what I said.
Well, if I'm such a child, why
Go on a tilt-a-whirl, but he walked around and talked. And I told him about what's going on.
Like with
Some
A?
of what was going on.
Like with A?
And he wants to take me to a real dinner tonight. He said he has something to
You're just saying that Arya made an attempt to understand this book, and you haven't.
No, I wasn't saying that, Mr. Fitz.
I'd be like, man, watch your tone, Mr. Fitz.
Sorry, what are you trying to say?
Well, it'd probably be easier for Atticus to get the kid off than to get Boo off, that's all.
Well, she handled that very well. I thought she was gonna be pissed off. Because he left them. And now he has a new family, so way to go, Hannah, for handling that like a G. Seriously. Because that could have totally went left. Oh, this guy's so annoying. Oh my goodness.
I picked this for you.
Dude.
God.
Ren, what the hell are you?
I'm not summoning anybody. My parents are in New York with Melissa.
Oh, great. We know what's about to happen. We know exactly what's about to happen.
Great.
I hate this, you guys. I hate this.
Watch, I'd rather not mix my beverages.
Dude, how about get the hell out of here? You're way older than this girl. She's like 16, damn it. What's with the guys on this show?
Fun for both of you? Going out together on a boat?
Seeing who's coming back? Is that a joke?
I was about to say, why would you say that, Hannah? Okay. Let's say.
There's a fork.
Just so you know, Hannah, I had a chat with Sean's father, and everything's gonna work out.
That's how much you and I keep saying we're sorry to each other.
Sorry.
Do you see what I mean?
That other day in chemistry,
I'm cool with that.
you are?
I mean, why not?
Do
It's
you
your,
still swim?
it's your picture.
Yes, I do.
Do you do it because people are watching you? Or because you like to swim?
But wishing I'd met you first.
Please say the age difference, guys. Spencer, push this dude. Come on.
Done some pretty stupid things lately. I'm
Oh, this is beyond
way
stupid.
over my limit.
Wait, A wrote them, but wait, what was said? I couldn't see it.
What are we gonna do about... Somebody's been in the house.
Right.
Allison's bracelet.
Now that's creepy. That is creepy. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that was our episode for today. Season number 1, episode number 4. Can you hear me now? Pretty Little Liars. Yeah, so pretty solid episode. Before we go ahead and get into this episode and talk about what we just seen, I'm not going to mention anything about Mr. Fitz. I'm not going to mention anything about the Ren character. We're seeing what's happening. We're going to just let it rock, okay? I don't want to always get on the review portion of this show and just sounds like I'm shitting on the show for the whole entire review portion. I don't want it to sound like that. I think the last 2 episodes, it kind of made me seem like I was like so upset. I mean, you guys know how I feel about that situation. We're just going to let it happen. We're going to just see what happens and see how it unfolds. It kind of is what it is at this point. The only thing that I have to say about this is that why is nobody mentioning age numbers here? Okay? Why? Ren, Spencer, Hannah seen it. Hannah looked like she was going to say something, but then the radio stuff happened, which I think completely threw her off. But come on. Like, no. No, I hate that so much. I hate the Ren stuff with Spencer. I think that's worse than Mr. Fitz and Arya's relationship. That still I don't like either. But I hate the Ren and Spencer shit even more. I think it's terrible, but we'll get to that a whole nother day just to continue watching and just see how it unfolds, okay? But anyways, I thought this was a pretty good episode for most part. Hannah was able to see her father. Her father made his way down, obviously because the mom, you know, contacted him, made a few calls just to make sure that he could come down and just spend some time with his daughter. And in the process of all that, we ended up finding out that Hannah's father got himself a new woman. He is engaged to another woman who actually has a daughter of her own, which I didn't catch her name. I think it was Katie, but I could be wrong. Let's just keep watching and see how it unfolds, and I'll let you guys know more about her. But anyways, I salute Hannah, man. I salute her so much because for most part throughout the night, I thought she handled the situation pretty good. You know, she didn't have an outburst. She didn't get too crazy out the mouth, although there was a little bit of a moment where she was a little bit smart towards Katie. I think that's her name. If not, I apologize. But for most part, she handled the situation very, very well. You know, I assumed that, you know, seeing how father has a new woman in his life, has a new daughter, I could have totally seen Hannah take that as I'm being replaced. My mom is being replaced. You know what I'm saying? And she could have definitely just blew up. But the fact that she didn't, I definitely have to say I definitely respect her for that. We'll have to continue watching just to see what happens. But it's clear as day she's not happy, okay? It does not look like she's happy about this. But I like that she was able to just keep a poker face just in front of Dad for now until we see what happens later on. We had the Arya and Mr. Fitz situation. Of course, Mr. Fitz asked her to come over to the house and let's have some lunch or dinner. I'm sorry. And let's see and talk about what we actually are. Now, they didn't actually get to that because they kind of had their first little disagreement with each other where Mr. Fitz was just telling Arya that maybe you don't understand fully what's happening between your mom and your father. You know what I mean? And I get it. I get where Mr. Fitz was coming from. They're adults. They're adults, That's something that they're going to have to figure out together, I do think Arya should tell her mom. I think she deserves to know that. I think she should tell her mom. But after you tell your mom, don't say nothing else. Let them handle it. Let them figure it out. And then we'll see where it goes from there. You know what I mean? And I think if I heard correctly, I think that's what Mr. Fitz was just trying to say. This is something that they need to work on together. You could tell them this, but after that, it's all up to them. And I think that's what he was trying to tell her. When he said, oh, the immature stuff, I don't think he was trying to say that she was immature. I think he was just trying to say that you're not at an age where you would probably fully understand what's going to happen between those two. You know what I'm saying? Maybe what I'm saying is making sense, but if not, then I guess I could totally get it and understand. But yeah, if you think about it, Arya's like 15 or 16 years old. You can't really expect her to fully understand what's going to happen between those two, but between mom and dad. You know what I'm saying? So when Mr. Fitz said that, I totally got it. I'm like, yeah, it makes sense. She's younger, so she probably wouldn't fully understand and get it. I didn't think that he meant to say like she's immature. I don't think that's what he meant, and he kind of continued to say that throughout that moment and that scene, that he didn't mean to make it come out that way. And I think I totally got it. I mean, I think so. I mean, for the most part, I believe I do. So if you guys seen it in a different way, feel free to comment down below. Just explain to me, just in case I didn't quite see it in the way you guys see it, or if I didn't see it in the way Arya was seeing it. Please feel free, let me know all about it, ladies and gentlemen. But I think for the most part, I understood what Mr. Fitz was saying. And I don't have a problem with those two characters when they have moments of just hanging out and just chilling. Now, I don't even know if I could say that because he's so much older than her. It's not like crazy older, but she's a minor. He's clearly not. He is her teacher. She's the student. I don't know. It's just all weird. It's all awkward. I don't know. Anyways, let's continue on with the episode, ladies and gentlemen. I felt extremely bad for Toby. Throughout this episode, I kind of feel like the show wants us to fear Toby, like he's like some kind of mystery. But I don't see that, man. I see a kid who is a loner. I see somebody who's to himself. I see somebody who doesn't really make friends like that. He's a very quiet person. And I totally view Toby as a very misunderstood person, and I kind of don't dislike Toby, to be honest with you. He hasn't really done one thing that made me sit there and be like, ooh, I don't know about that. You know what I'm saying? So far, everything we've seen from Toby has been from the girls' eyes, mainly Emily, right? And every time we see it through Emily's eyes, Emily gives us this vibe like she's afraid of Toby, like, oh, he could possibly do something. He's possibly A. And I don't think so. I don't think he is at all. I think he's just very misunderstood. And I do think there's a mystery to him, but I don't think it's a bad one. I think we just need to continue watching him and just see what he knows. You know what I'm saying? Let's continue on with the episode. So I already spoke about the Ren Spencer stuff. I'm not going to really speak on that. You guys know how I feel about it. Let's continue watching it. We'll see how it unfolds. Same thing with Mr. Fitz and Arya. As you guys noticed, I didn't mention anything about whatever relationship may be happening between those two, and of course Spencer and Ren. Whatever happens, we're just going to let it rock and see what happens. Let's see what else. Let's see. So we spoke about that. We spoke about Hannah and her father. We spoke about Emily, which, by the way, I think Emily's in a bit of a pickle right now. I think she's in a bit of a not sure quite yet stage. You know what I mean? Like, I think Emily's still trying to figure out who she is as a person. So I was not disappointed or mad that she kind of told Maya what she told her, because it could be very confusing. You know, high school could be a very confusing thing, especially if you're very uncertain about who. Well, let's just be honest. When you're in high school, sometimes you don't know who you fully are. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not mad with this. I'm not mad that Emily needs to take some time away from Maya and away from everybody just until she could figure things out. I think this is probably the best thing for her to do until she finally gets a grip of knowing what she wants to be, or knowing what she wants to do with her life. You know, I'm totally not mad with Emily for that. Nothing at all. Let's continue on. A still is messing with these girls. Okay. At the end, Arya's mom got this letter, which I didn't even really get a chance to read the letter. Let me actually see if I could pause it and see what the letter says. Let's see. Hold on one second. Let's see. Because it was so hard to read it. Let me see if I could very quickly read this letter before we continue going on. Let's see. If you don't believe, actually, it's so hard. It's so hard to see, guys, because the way they zoom in, it gives you like really no time to read it. So hopefully by the next episode, we'll see what they say. Because honestly, I could not tell you guys literally what this says. So very curious to see what Mom read in this letter, and that's where we end it, ladies and gentlemen. So another good episode. I enjoyed it, and I definitely can't wait to continue watching with you guys. So thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen, and I will see you on the next episode of Pretty Little Liars. Take care, you guys.